We're just gonna plant it as a bunch because I don't know what I'm doing. We done a pretty good job for not knowing what we're doing, to be honest. All right, so you guys know I've been adding fish into our 900-gallon pond. Yes, but it's time to turn this fish room into a dang zoo. Got it? Yeah, that bad boy's looking crispy as all get out. Are you kidding me? All right, we're getting right into it. Paludarium build that I've never done before. I think I've watched enough YouTube videos, I think, to get the gist of what I need to do. So, we got some plants. Honestly, don't know what a lot of them are, but we got some plants. We got this guy, right where the water level that we want. We got some nice crypts in there, some plants in there. Yep, should be good to go. Most of the plants are on the front of the tank, so the light that's up here should work just fine. But, again, we're gonna build a little stand here. I think I just have to do it, and then you guys just tell me if I'm doing it wrong. Because, again, I've never done this before, so like, I'm kind of just winging it and seeing if I'm doing it right. And now I have internal filters. I have like an internal pump filter that I can use for the bottom part, so I'm not worried about drilling the tank or doing my canister filter or anything like that. I have an internal filter that should work. So I'm gonna start building the platform for my dirt, all my good dirt and cocoa fiber mix stuff is gonna go. We gotta build the platform first to make sure we can try and keep all the dirt in and up in the terrarium part, not the water part, because that's just gonna dirty the water up even more. So, let me try building this platform. All right, so first thing first is, I bought a whole bunch of these bricks, right? This is going to be part of my stand for the light diffuser that I bought. And I don't mind the gap because I would honestly like for the fish to be able to swim underneath there and like hide if they want. All right, so we got 7 bricks going across the front. All right, so we got my base of blocking. Now what's gonna go on top of that is the light diffuser. I gotta cut it down to exactly what I want, get it put on there, and then we gotta start adding some fabric to the top of that so the dirt doesn't fall through into the water. I like that the fish will be able to like get underneath the platform as well. I think that'll look good. Just like that, diffusers are cut down and hopefully the right size. All right, well, we're definitely gonna have to raise up in the back there. This should not be touching the water. So, we might have to make some minor adjustments. I got a whole bunch of pea pebbles. We're just gonna toss in that corner to get some more height. Yes, it's gonna dirty it up. It'll be all right. Just need some more height. Well, should be enough, right? The unfortunate part, now I can't see. All right, so what I ended up doing was, yeah, I am wet. What I ended up doing was I emptied some of the water out because when I threw the rocks in there, it just raised the water level, so I just was working against myself the whole time. But here's how we're looking. See that? We might even end up having to add a little bit of water, but we have our platform for the dirt, right? Now, we need to add our tarping on top of this so the dirt doesn't fall through. We got our landscape fabric cut. It's gonna be way too thick, but that's all right. We'll go ahead and fold her in half. Hey man, more barrier, right? I'll tell you what, if I had a little more room to do this, then it'd be probably a little easier, but I like to make it as hard as possible for myself, you know? Do the bottom tank until it's super hard to get to. Honestly, I don't mind tucking this underneath there, just for the time being. We are gonna make a platform to block the dirt so it stays in there. Now we got a nice bed for all of our dirt. Now, with the hardscape that I took out, we make ourselves a little platform kind of hold all that dirt in. All right, we got a nice barrier. Now let's get some spray foam and spray foam in all the crevices to really lock in that dirt. This is just great stuff. Yes, it's yellow, but it'll be fine. Trust me. Everything's gonna be A-okay. Whoa! It's got so much pressure. And I can't see what I'm doing. It's too much pressure. Just give me a little. Oh, not in the water. Note to self. Don't leave it in a hot truck. Oh! Hot truck is not the strat. Hey, it's working. It's filling the cracks. You don't need a lot. Just enough. Now, with it still being wet, what I'm gonna do is, while it's still wet, I'm going to cover it with dirt, sand, just to kind of, so loud, just to kind of cover up the foam part of it, you know, to hide it. Yeah, we're looking good. We're looking good. Now I'm gonna build up my sides with foam. See what I'm saying? I tried to spray foam that whole wall and it kind of just fell off. It'll buff out, it'll buff out. It'll be covered up by plants. It'll be fine. Now let's go grab some dirt. AKA I have this nice white sand. And I'd like some white sand in there. We got the good sand. Okay, what we're gonna do, grab a handful of sand. And just Picasso it all over that spray foam. Because it doesn't matter where it gets. Just Picasso it all over that stuff. Just dust it. I threw it right at it and it just knocked it off. I just dusted it. Just knocking it off the wall. It'll buff out. Everything will be A-okay. Okay, now that I have sand all over me and I've dusted a lot of the tank, let's go ahead and let that kind of set up and then we'll start adding our dirt. All right, so with mixing the dirt, I got some organic potting soil. I then am going to add peat moss, sphagnum peat moss. I'm gonna add some of this coarse blend stuff for more drainage. Then I got some charcoal to kind of help with any mold issues and whatnot. Try and keep it a little clean, if you will. So yeah, spray foam still isn't fully cured yet, but I'm just gonna chuck it on top of it. It'll be all right. My wall did not do wall things whatsoever. It's just a big old blob of junk right now. So we'll just cover it up with dirt. How am I gonna do this without getting it all over? Like in the water. Yep, right into the water. Nice. Great. Not very good at this, huh? Tough scenes. You know what? I'm not gonna lie, fish tanks, way easier. Way easier. But hey, maybe it's because I don't know what I'm doing and this is the first time. I kind of feel this is like, just trust the process type thing. All right, we got a nice base layer of just straight up organic dirt, essentially, with a little bit of perlite. Now, let's add our sphagnum moss to the top of this, and then top it off with our coarse stuff, some bark stuff. Get in there. Just kind of softly dump it. That didn't mess up the tank at all. I didn't even get any in the water. Yeah, nice layer of that good stuff. The odds I can not spill this everywhere, probably pretty slim. Whoa, ew. All right, get out of there, buddy. Thank you. Beautiful. I like that a lot. Oh, are you kidding me? Yeah, I just decided to dump out what was left in there. Great. It's looking gorgeous. The water's already, see the dirt's settling. Snails are coming out. I mean, yes, sir. Don't worry about that mess there. We'll cover that mess up. But I mean, look at this thing. That's gonna be incredible. Maybe it is trust the process, you know? Maybe it really is, because this is looking sick right now. Absolutely sick. But now that we got the dirt in there, let's figure out how I'm going to plant all these plants in there. Yeah, I may have gotten too big of plants. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Well, let's get to planting. Ooh, this has got a whole bunch of different shoots. This has got a couple different shoots in it. We're just gonna plant it as a bunch because I don't know what I'm doing. We're just gonna plant it as a bunch. Again, this is the first time. We just gonna get the plants in there. We're not gonna mess around with it. Not terrible. This was actually set in the water in a tank, so we're just gonna do the same thing and kind of hope it like grows up here. I think we need to get a rock, pin this leaf down. Just kind of hold it up with its own leaf. We got a whole bunch of itty bitty rocks that I dropped. Hey, nice. All right, can I get you to fit in this corner? Yeah, we'll stuff you in there. All right, it did get a little hot out here, so I did take a little break seat. It is currently almost 90 degrees in here now, but the humidity's only at 65, 70%, so I think we're doing A-okay. I can deal with a little bit of heat, but it's the humidity that kills you. But here's what we got. So I put all the plants in, and I misted everything down nice and nicely, like. Everything's in there. I put a nice little filter in there to get some water, filter in the bottom of this cat here. But I got my shipment. I do still need to build lids. I still do not know how I'm going to build lids yet. I think that's going to be the trickiest part. I don't know where to buy the lids for this at. So I'm going to have to build my own, and I don't know how to do that quite yet. So I'm workshopping it in my head. I don't know quite how I want to do it yet, but we'll figure it out. I'm going to let you guys know what kind of lizard it is now. I'm tired of keeping it a secret. It's going to be a Chinese water dragon. Yeah, it looks like this. So yeah, Chinese water dragon is going in here by itself, growing out, and then at some point there's going to be a huge swap over, and it's going to be insane. I don't know if I'm going to do it for him yet. I may or may not be getting another lizard as well, just not at the moment. But as of right now, we're focusing on this guy. Everything that we need is in those boxes. We're going to go ahead and get them pried open and look and see what we got. All right, so we got ourselves a nice reptile light to go on top of there. I don't think it's going to be long enough, so I might have to get 2 of them. And then we got all this. All sorts of goodies. We got a mister, we got calcium, we got multivitamin, we got night lights, we got the dome piece, we got this is the powder mixer, cricket powder mixer. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff, and I gotta kind of get it all ready to go. But I didn't want to leave out some twigs to our scape. I managed to get a whole bunch of sticks from outside from a maple tree. Yeah, this is a mess, absolute mess. We'll clean it up later. But all that wood, we're gonna shove right into there and just try and make it look natural. Alrighty, I have my LED light on top. That's going all the way, it's a 6-footer going all the way across. I have then the reptile light. I'll then put the basking light there, That's currently up there right now. I'll end up hanging it from there so it can bask on that rock right there. But yeah, I think it's looking pretty good. The mosquito fish are ripping in there, but still just needs a little more time to clear up. But yeah, I think we done a pretty good job for not knowing what we're doing, to be honest. I think we're looking pretty darn good. So I'm gonna workshop a lid, figure out how I'm going to do the lid, and maybe source 3 individual lids for a 125. I don't know, figure something out. And then the longer light, because I think it's just gonna be better instead of using an LED light. So, our dragon will be here Thursday, and it'll be in our Thursday video. This is our Tanked Up Tuesday, even though it's not really a fish tank. It's more of a lizard tank, if you will. So, if you guys enjoyed the video or have any tips or tricks, please put it down in the comments. But hey, I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.